Good call on the font.
Thank you, dear. Orson, what do you think?
I think it's strange to see my wife billed as Mrs. Vandekamp.
Well, you knew what the book was going to be called.
Yes, but it's different actually seeing it. I mean, is it too late to go with Mrs. Hodge?
My company, which I formed when we were separated, is called Mrs. Vandekamp's Catering. It's how I'm known.
Oh, in Fairview. But this book will be national. I mean, it's your chance to rebrand yourself.
The incredible brainwashing of the patriarchy is that women do not question taking a husband's name. Your name is your identity, and taking on a husband's name comes from a tradition where women became the husband's property. The main recommendation I give women is to use their maiden name when they start a business or a personal brand. That way, no matter what happens in the relationship and no matter what niche or industry you switch into, you are always going to have you as the brand. It truly doesn't matter what you end up building, is going to be centered around you. This clip is a very good example of the audacity of even a nice guy who feels entitled to his last name being known globally through the efforts of his wife. He cannot let his wife have her moment. It somehow is all about centering him.
Oh, don't be hurt. It's my professional name. In this house, I will always be Mrs. Hodge. Now, would it help if Mrs. Hodge cooked you your favorite pot roast tonight?
Yes, I guess it would help.
This kind of guy is an absolute red flag. An unhealthy patriarchal pattern where you don't know your own worth as a human being is when you try to serenade a man's entitlement by giving him something, typically nurture or mothering. Cooking him his favorite meal to make him feel better falls exactly under the mothering category. That kind of effort is for soothing yourself or your minor children and nobody else. If you are known for a professional skill, in this case cooking, but whatever it is that you're known for, you should never be giving that away carelessly and freely. The only exception to keep a last name that is not yours is if that last name works better for you professionally, again centering yourself.
Orson, I adore you, but your name, our name, it has no music. Vandekamp trips off the tongue. Hodge sounds like the noise a plunger makes.
That's preposterous.
Listen, Vandekamp, Hodge.
If you plan to have a partnership, think more about what you can take from the partnership to build yourself up, again, centering yourself, instead of taking the path of least resistance, which is allowing yourself to be sucked into his legacy. Regret proof your career, success, money, reputation. That is the bad bitch way.